Right, y'all. Bishop T.D. Sawalo Jakes is receiving backlash after securing a $1 billion partnership deal with Wells Fargo. Now, based on reports, the deal is a 10-year strategic partnership to build inclusive communities. One person wrote, the Wells Fargo that was robbing Black people, ooh, child, y'all find new ways to let your people down. And another person added, didn't Dr. Umar say if you don't build institutions, the wealth means nothing? This man has had all this money for years, even got co-signed by Tyler Perry. Where's his institution? I see no money being put back into the Black community. His efforts are very selfish. What are your thoughts on this partnership? Al, I know you're in the finance world. You've come from that. What do you think about this?
You know what, Claudia? I'm torn. I'm torn, right? Because remember, but Wells Fargo took advantage of 16 million customers. You have shared on this show, Claudia, that you were one of them. They wouldn't let people refinance their mortgages when they were upside down. They were responsible for repossessing people of color's cars at a higher rate with no reason at all, and quicker and faster. They improperly charged for auto loans for people, Black and brown people. They did so much that they were charged $3.7 billion in fines for the underhanding banking practices that they did. So is this 1 billion to the Black community restitution in a way? Possibly so. And I will say this, that is a great initial first step of accountability and long-term reform for our community to build our wealth back. But what happened, or who's going to account for all those people whose credit you screwed up, who can't get back into an apartment or who can't get back into a home to provide for their families? Where does that land? Now, I like the fact that they partnered with TD Jakes. I like the fact that TD Jakes has forced them to take accountability and force it into the Black communities. But what about all the wrong that you did? And why does it have to take 10 years to repair it, and only repair it as it relates to housing?
I'm going to jump in on this, Maddie, real quick, if you don't mind, because Al mentioned that I had a situation with Wells Fargo, and I have actually. I was part of the class action lawsuit, and I had worked really, really hard to get my first house in California, and I was so excited. And I got a jumbo loan. A jumbo loan is over $450,000, I believe. So I wasn't as versed into finances as I am now. And so what they were doing is, yeah, you get a loan, you get a loan, you get a loan. And they were doing that with Black people, especially. They knew that we were usually at a disadvantage as far as like the knowledge, the background. A lot of us are the first people in our families to have extra money to purchase an expensive home. So I signed up for a loan that had an adjustable rate. So after a couple of years, my mortgage payment went from a small amount that I could manage to a huge amount that I couldn't, and they knew it. They also gave me a second loan for another house in Arizona. So what had happened was they all kind of hit the same mark at the same time. And they knew my income did not match having two loans like this. So basically I lost two homes in 1 month. I lost $1 million in real estate over 11 years ago. And why I speak about y'all, I promise you it's not. I just feel so proud that despite the predatory lending practices that Wells Fargo enacted against someone like me, I was able to come back after my credit was decimated, after blogs got to make fun of me and say her house got foreclosed without knowing the full context. Wells Fargo, what they did in this class action lawsuit, I lost $1 million in real estate. And you know what my part of the settlement was? Take a guess what the amount of the check was that they sent me.
$120.
It was $300. That doesn't even pay my HOA.
Right.
They gave me $300. So the lawyers get what? Hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's right.
All of us homeowners that lost our homes got nothing. So yes, this is real cute that you did a deal with TD Jakes. But honestly, I think they need to go way further than this. Wells Fargo goes way back to damn near slavery. And they have a lot of Black blood on their hands and stealing from Black people. And this is something that deeply affected me because I just got up from under that curse just last year when I bought my house, and y'all ruined my credit, and you know what you were doing. And that's why you had to pay. But we didn't really get the money. Maddie, I know I took up a lot of time, but
no, it's okay, because I don't have a lot to say. You know, all I want to say is, like, do you see how the correlation between the church and the bank works?
Yeah.
Swallowed up.
Well, they swallowed up my home and swallowed up my credit, and now TD Jakes get to swallow up a big check, but does it help us? No, it doesn't.